Soon after George Mikan's retirement, the Lakers would fall to the bottom of the NBA. But they used the first pick in the 1958 draft to select a player who would not only change the direction of the franchise, but of the game itself, the University of Seattle's Elgin Baylor.
Elgin was a new kind of ball player. First of all, he could just jump. Nobody ever seen jumping like that before.
Up and over the greatest defensive player in the game, Bill Russell, a dunk shot.
I used to kid everybody I wore out of the side of my Converse basketball shoes by throwing him the ball and running to the other corner, because that was the best play we had, was get it to Elgin and get out of the way.
Modern basketball began with Elgin Baylor. Every single hesitation move, every single reverse layup, every single between the legs dribble, every single spinning move that you see in a routine manner in every single NBA game or college game played today owes its existence to the mind of one man, Elgin Baylor.
With his groundbreaking skills, Baylor instantly revived the Lakers, leading them to the NBA Finals in just his rookie season. But they would fall in 4 games to the team that would become their nemesis for years to come, the Boston Celtics. Despite the brilliance of Baylor, the Lakers fell on hard times both on the court and at the box office. And they would soon become the first NBA franchise on the West Coast.
We had never been to LA before, and here we are. The Lakers were so happy to get out of all that cold weather in Minneapolis and get to LA, where Hollywood and the palm trees and so forth.
The Lakers made their Los Angeles debut in 1960. That year, the team would also move west in a different respect, drafting a 6'3" guard with an abundance of talent named Jerry West.
Jerry was the type of player that, you know, would embarrass you. He was so quick and fast. I mean, he'd just blow right by you.
That's Jerry West. This fella can shoot a little bit.
He was the guy I did not want to play because he was so quick, and he could leap and he could get to a spot, and all of a sudden he's up. You don't even have time to get up and try to block the shot. That's how good he was.
But there was more to West than just his great skill. He was a fierce competitor who was at his best in the game's deciding moments.
A very special person going to the wire. We always went to Jerry West. The last shot of the game, he's going to make it. And his nickname was Mr. Clutch.
By West's second season, he and Baylor had become one of the league's most lethal duos, combining for nearly 70 points a game. Their entertaining style helped make the Lakers a hit in Tinseltown. Los Angeles rolled into the 1962 NBA Finals, where they'd face the league's newest dynasty, Red Auerbach's 3-time defending champion Boston Celtics, led by superstars Bob Cousy and Bill Russell.
We knew we were playing the best team, the better team, but we always felt that we could win.
The series would be a showcase for the Lakers' young stars. With the score tied and time running out in Game 3, the first finals game ever played in LA, West would show signs of a legend in the making.
The ball is out to Sam Jones. Veteran Boston guard. Watch West. He taps it away, tries to beat the clock, beats Cousy, beats the clock. The Lakers win it.
In Game 5, it would be Baylor's turn to astound as he scored a finals record 61 points. The series came down to a 7th game at Boston Garden, a moment that seemed scripted for Mr. Clutch.
Here we are in the 7th game at Boston. 5 seconds left in the game. Timeout, score's tied at 100. We took the ball out at midcourt. I ran up and got the ball at the top of the key. So naturally, my first option, I looked at Jerry West. And unfortunately, he wasn't open. So my second option now is Frank Selvey. He's wide open. He got the ball squared away for the jump shot to make us the world champions.
Now watch this final play. It'll be Selvey again. A big moment.
And it looked good to me. And I said, my gosh, this ball is going in.
He does not make it. Russell the rebound, and this ball game goes into overtime.
It hit the rim and kicked up in the air. The game ended, and we go to overtime. And Boston won 110 to 107.
Auerbach is lighting up the cigar. And the buzzer goes off. It's all over. The Boston Celtics are once again the world champions.
By the way, I still call Frank all the time, long distance. He lives in South Carolina. When he says hello, I say, "Nice shot, Frank," and hang up on him. I won't let him forget it.
Sometimes good things don't happen to players who compete at a very high level, who play at a very high level. But I've always thought maybe if Frank had made that shot, maybe the course of history would have changed a little bit.
For West and Baylor, who had their whole careers ahead of them, the '62 finals could have been a stepping stone to a run of titles and a potential dynasty. Instead, it only foreshadowed the disappointment that would follow.
Time ticking away, and the ball game is over.
4 times in the next 6 years, LA would advance to the NBA Finals. And each time, the individual talents of the Lakers would be eclipsed by the team play of the Celtics.
West all alone. Look at Russell come down. And what a play by Russell!
They had great chemistry. They had great depth. And Bill Russell made them special. We just did not have anyone to negate Bill Russell. It was just simple as that.
In 1968, after losing to the Celtics in the finals for a 6th time, the frustrated Lakers and their new owner, Jack Kent Cooke, were determined to get a player who could match Bill Russell in the middle. That player was the game's most dominant force, Wilt Chamberlain.
With guys like Jerry West and Elgin Baylor, I feel very, very happy that I'm being traded to a team that I believe may stand a chance to go down the record as one of the best teams in basketball ever.